Making sure this thing works. Hello. This is Gregory Drake with MakingMoneyWithGreg.com, coming to you with this particular video because I actually just got off the phone with this lovely lady named Cheryl from Detroit, and she was talking about her program called Free 2 Up. I did another video talking about one of the things that I went over on the call with her, but as I went back and I went to grab a drink, and I was like, I forgot there was one other lesson that I taught when I was talking to her, so let me go ahead and hit that. And it was one because she was saying how she had a problem with after people would get on to her site that they would never actually upgrade, and she was talking about the money. She was saying, well, for some people that $200 is hard to come up with. And I began to tell her, I said, I work with people who actually pay up to $10,000 in their program. So money's never the real thing. It's something else that you're not doing in your business. But before I get to that, hi, Craig. Let me go ahead and introduce myself to you. First off, my name is Gregory Drake. I'm born and raised in a town called Lansing, Michigan. I can't say this town because I'm actually in Las Vegas as I'm shooting this video. And I just, I'm with Craig. But I'm a Spirit-filled, born-again Christian, born and raised in Lansing, Michigan. And I was one of those kids that grew up, I was overweight, had really, really bad self-esteem. So you can understand how when I got into the home-based business field, the thought of actually doing the 3-foot rule was actually not just something I wasn't willing to do, but it was literally terrifying to me. So what I had to learn to do is I had to find alternative ways to be able to get my business promoted, and being able to do it and do it online, especially with this new technology with video, it has been an absolute godsend for me. Because one of the biggest things I know that people have told me is that, Greg, when we see your videos, you seem so sincere, you seem so real, and when we talk to you on the phone, it's just like talking to an old friend. You're the same guy that we've seen in these videos for the last 2 or 3 weeks. And being able to learn that, apply that to my business, it's allowed me to actually be a full-time stay-at-home entrepreneur, and actually I pretty much work from anywhere. So I don't have to be at home. I don't have to really do anything. I can come and go as I please, and it's a freedom that I could have never, ever paid for. And I'm so thankful I found this guy, Dennis, who taught me how to do this, and has got me started on the road to doing this. But I want to teach you an awesome and a very valuable lesson today. She was talking about the money, and she was saying, where people don't have $200. And since she's from Detroit and I'm from the Detroit area, there's this mall called Somerset. It's one of the most expensive malls in Michigan. So I asked her, I said, Cheryl, have you ever been to Somerset before? She's like, well, yeah. I said, well, when you went to this mall in Somerset, if you found a suit for $2,000 and they had it on sale for like $200 or $300, I said, wouldn't that seem like a good deal? Wouldn't you go ahead and buy it? And she's like, well, yeah. I said, at that point, $200 or $300 doesn't seem like a lot of money, does it? And she's like, well, no, it doesn't, because it seemed like I was getting such a great deal. And I asked her, I said, well, if you didn't have the $200 or $300 and you've seen a deal like that, would you go and find the money? And she was like, yeah. I said, well, that's the thing you have to do with your business. It all goes back to that book, The Science of Getting Rich, where you always have to have more in use value to give than you're able to take from a person in cash value. So you have to be used to getting the short end of the stick. And I said, because of the fact there are so many different free 2-up reps and there's so many different opportunities out there, you have to have something that is so unique to you that makes you able to give a person more in